Right, so in this video we are going to talk about the hip hinge. Usually when we talk about the hip hinge we're going to be doing a deadlift. So what a lot of people are taught is manual lifting. So they're taught to pick stuff up not using their back but using their knees, which a lot of people understand but don't really, you're not even going to employ this all the time because it's just hard to be honest. So if we knew how to squat, the manual handling thing says bend the knees and try not to round your back. So I get to about here, and like Hayden was saying, I've only got a certain amount of ankle range anyway before I can't really go any further. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm probably going to come onto my toes. I'm going to pick up whatever it is. This could be something quite heavy, and now you can see that angle in my knee is a lot. There's a big angle there, and what that actually is doing is creating some shear in the knee, which is not good for your knees. So you've saved your back, but you've screwed your knees. Okay, so what we want is another movement, because this is not realistic. Even if we were going to pick something up, squatting every time, it's not realistic. We're not going to pick up this bar just doing a squat. Can you imagine doing that every day? It'd be a nightmare. Okay, so we're going to do something else. We're going to hinge at the hip. So we're actually going to use this movement here. Okay, so now we're moving more onto a deadlift, which we're going to do in other videos. For the squat, we want to have those 3 points, screw the feet into ground, and there's a little bit of a break in the hip. So we're going to bend the knees first and then push the bum back. Now in the next videos, we're going to talk about how to brace the core. So one thing that can go wrong here is that you think about, you may have been told to squat like you're going to sit on a chair and kind of do that. And then you end up with this big arch in your back and you get a lot of pressure in here. So we don't want to do that either. So we'll brace, break at the knee, and then the bum hinges back. And that movement is the hip hinge. And the reason I got this was not to practice picking it up, but it was actually to show you a hip hinge drill that you can do. So it's a little practice. And depending on your flexibility, you might not actually be able to do this. So you might need to do some flexibility work before you can manage this. Have one hand in your lower back. That's the natural arch in your back that we've been talking about. And it's 3 points of contact. So it's head, back, and crack. And then you're hinging forward. So we're just going to hinge forward at the hip, trying to keep all 3 points, and then come back up. Okay? So you can practice that. That's a little hip hinge movement. And then when you incorporate it into the squat, you're going to be bending the knees, breaking at the knees first, and then hinging back at the hip. Okay? So break at the knees, and then hinge at the hip, and back up. Alright, don't forget to like the video, share the video, tag people, do things on YouTube, like follow stuff. Thanks.